Good evening and welcome back to the NSL, ladies and gentlemen. We are live in Bridgeport, Connecticut at the newly opened Squash Bridge facility, led by none other than Simba Muwadi. What a month this has been for the NSL as we're fully in the latter half of the season now. Upsets, drama, and controversy. We're having it all this season. And we have today the home team in Greenwich Panthers against the Lake Erie Beacons. I'm Sean Choi, and joining me in the comms booth today is none other than Joe Robinson. How are you, Joe?
Good, thank you, Sean. Thank you for having me. First match in the NSL, and it's a big one. Obviously, big matchup. Greenwich got a big task ahead of them, but we'll see if they can get the job done this evening.
Yeah, all pressure is on the Greenwich Panthers right now, Joe. A playoff elimination match in a way. They're sitting at 0-1, sitting with 1 period point and a negative 10-point differential after dropping what was a huge, massive upset with what Newport was able to produce. I don't think anyone really had called it. I don't know what your thoughts were on that match, but boy, was that a shock to the system.
Yeah, it's definitely a shock. You know, throughout the whole league, obviously the Greenwich team is super strong. They've got, you know, the 3 players again tonight that are all inside the top 20, along with the world number 1, Mostafa Asal. So losing out to the Philly Lightning was definitely a shock, but I'm sure they'll be fired up for tonight's match and looking to right a few wrongs.
Oh, absolutely. And we have the Lake Erie Beacons today. I mean, they're fresh off the slate. This is going to be their opener. They really have no pressure. 0-0 this season. But let's just start with the player card with the Greenwich Panthers today. They're going to be led by the world number 1 himself, Mostafa Asal, and Dimitri Steinman from Switzerland, and Greg Marsh from France. I mean, they're bringing their all-star lineup, which we saw this past weekend, and you also see the depth of their team here with the likes of Juan Vargas, Diego Gobi, and Kareem Badawi. And so they got a solid team, and they're bringing their A-team here, just like they did last week. I'm sure that their team chemistry is going to be looking to strengthen from last weekend, as they're probably going to be fired up. But on to the Lake Erie Beacons. Joe, what do you think of this squad here today?
Yeah, obviously they're missing a few big names. Victor Crouan not in the lineup, Nick Spizzeri not in the lineup, but a strong contingent with Tom Walsh, David Balajon, and Ben Smith. Obviously, all 3 of those guys ranked outside the world's top 50, so they have got a big task on their hands. But you know, I'm sure they're going to be up for the fight. Opening game of the season, and I'm sure they're excited to get going. It will certainly be interesting to see how they deal with, you know, the stacked lineup of Greenwich, but it's bound to be a good one. I'm sure they'll be hoping they can put on a good show for the fans out there tonight.
Yeah. I mean, the Panthers on paper are supposed to be invincible, but as what we saw last week, they can be vulnerable. The Lake Erie Beacons have a very solid squad today. They may not have the most attacking players, but all 3 players between David, Ben, and Tom are steady. And they're proven in the tour as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the pressure that the Panthers are going to be on, and how Lake Erie Beacons are going to play with no pressure with this opening for them. So it should be an exciting one. But we'll see who steps up to the table here today.
Yeah, and we see that obviously the NSL format is so different to the PSA. So, you know, not necessarily having the highest ranked players in the world is you know, a guarantee that you're going to win the match. It obviously helps and maybe is a bit of a scare factor. But, you know, the Lake Erie Beacons on paper looking a little bit weaker, but I'm sure, like we've said, they're going to be up for it tonight.
Absolutely. And we got Nicole Bunyan leading the emceeing duties for today, as we also see the CEO, Spencer Lovejoy, as the crowd are settling in. It should be a loud one in Connecticut here, Joe, as the 2 teams face off. And as we are about to commence the starting, Joe, why don't we kind of go over the rules? If you could give us the quick points. I know we're in season 3 now, but a friendly reminder for everyone out there.
Yeah, so for anyone who's not seen the NSL, first of all, where have you been? But this is a different format to PSA rules. There's 3 periods. The first 2 periods are at a time of 20 minutes, each worth 1 point. Third period worth 2 points, slightly longer, 30 minutes. Each team in the first 2 periods have got 2 substitutions, along with a 2-minute power play. And then in that last longer third period, they get an extra power play along with an extra substitution. So a different format. You know, each player has got to play, you know, a minimum of at least 15 minutes, which, you know, keeps it fair, keeps the rallies moving, keeps everyone fresh. and it'll be interesting to see, the tactics that the teams use for this format. So, like we say, the PSA all structured on getting to 11 points. This is score as many as you can, as fast as you can, and certainly an exciting format for the fans. And if you've not seen it, strap yourselves in, because it's always exciting in the NSL, no matter what.
Oh boy, yeah, and we got some big swingers today. Really with Mostafa Asal featuring in his second match. I mean, he only played one match last season for the Panthers, so they must be ecstatic to the fact that he's sticking with the regular season here. I mean, it really works for his scheduling, but we're about to begin here, Joe.
Yeah, it's exciting. Nicole about to get the teams onto court, so we'll head down to her right now.
Put your hands together for Mostafa Asal. right, guys, go get your lineup sorted. We've got about 30 seconds to get that ready and then come back on court here. We'll start this match. Woo!
All smiles before the battle, Joe. We're about to begin. It's going to be interesting to see who they're going to come out with their first player for each lineup as we start the first period out of 3.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see whether, Greenwich go all out from the start and put the face of squash at the minute, Mostafa Asal, straight into battle on his home court. And then obviously, Lake Erie will be, looking to calm it down, steady things to start with. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Ben Smith, flying the flag for my hometown, Grimsby. Pleasure to be commentating on him, growing up with him throughout the years, seeing him progress. Be interesting to see how he gets on and all the rest of the guys out there. See as well, Spencer's brother, Sam Lovejoy, has been roped into refereeing in the front row.
We'll see how that turns out as the match progresses. As we get Dimitri Steinman against Tom Walsh to start things off. It's fantastic decision, in my opinion, for the Lake Erie Beacons to have probably one of your most steady player to start this off. Tom Walsh building a career out of how consistent he is as a player.
Yeah, Steinman as well, obviously not the most attacking of players, but he's, incredibly fast, very athletic. His parents, both Olympians, will be looking to follow in their footsteps in the coming years as well. It's going to be an interesting matchup to start with. Like you said, Tom very steady. Good start for the Lake Erie Beacons just to get them going and get them moving, and we'll build up to the big guns later on by the looks of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's important, as I say in every match, Joe, the start of the first period is really, it sets the tone, and you want to make sure that you put your teammates in good position.
Yeah, the Greenwich Panthers are especially going to be looking to come out strong here after last week. That tough loss that they took to Philly will be fresh in their memories. They'll be looking to put it right from the off in this first period. I'm sure the Beacons will be having something to say about that.
I'm still shocked at what transpired last weekend. It was incredibly entertaining, but really, that was a flat-out bad result for the Panthers. I thought they would have full control of the North Division, but this has really made everything wide open for the North Division. Newport have a strong handle right now, but as you said, Lake Erie Beacons opening their season here with nothing to lose.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, just because the Panthers have got the strongest lineup on paper doesn't necessarily mean that they're 100% suited to this format. You see different players come out in different styles that really suits the format. Those more attacking, flary players like Matthias Knudsen, Mohamed Abu Elgar, just to name a couple, really thrive in this environment. Obviously, it's new territory for a lot of these players coming into the league, changing styles completely. And, in their season of PSA events, it's different to switch between the two and find the balance.
Joe, which player are you most excited to watch today? I'm going to take a guess at it. Might be probably Ben Smith.
On paper, Mostafa Asal, world number one. It's a pleasure. First NSL match. You get to commentate on the current world number one. And whether you love him or hate him, he is the one to watch. And then obviously, like you say, from a hometown perspective, Ben coming onto the court, big stage. It'd be nice to see him in action as well. So it's going to be an exciting one. I'm going to put you on the spot early, Sean. Let's have some predictions for this one, please. Obviously, Greenwich have got to get a 4-0 win to stay in with a shout at the playoffs.
I'm gonna go with a 4-0 win for the Panthers. I really don't see any other scenario. Not only because of what their ranking is on paper, but they've had a week in Connecticut since last week's match in Newport to stay as a team, as a unit, with all 3 players playing exactly the same lineup here, and they're they probably got a stern talking from their team over there, their team owner. So they're probably not looking to take this one.
Yeah, they're not going to be
Hopefully not
wanting
too
to bow out of
comfortably.
the season early. Like last year, they obviously didn't make the playoffs, so you know, a double wrong to make right after last week and last season. They'll be looking to fire back and at least give themselves a chance of the playoffs as the players just take a quick minute break before the start of this big match.
For those watching through the stream, again, FYI, it's only these two players who will get this proper warm-up. After this, it's really just going to be go, go, go for the rest of them.
Yeah, and that's definitely another nuance to this format. The players don't have any time to settle in, especially in that first period.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my prediction here with an absolute sweep from the Panthers. If they do end up losing this, there's going to be a lot of big questions asked, Joe. It'll cause the media to go quite frantic about perhaps blowing up this Panthers team.
Yeah, there might be a complete restructure if they don't make it to the playoffs again this year. Asal will be back in the draft.
Here we go.
Yeah, I am going to join you on the fall of victory, for anyone else wondering.
Gonna expect a long, hefty rally for the first couple minutes between these two players with their profile of playing.
Yeah, there's not going to be too much going in short, I suspect, the first few rallies. As the Panthers get the first point on the board. Nice straight line there from Steinman.
One love.
Sam Lovejoy there just forgetting how to count there in the middle row.
Monumental task for him today.
Yeah, counting past 11 is going to be a tough ask for him, I think. You can see in the early stages already, the ball very lively. A lot of people in the building. It's going to be very warm on there, very lively. Going to suit both players, especially Steinman, with his speed, wanting to get a lot back. Just steady the ship to start with.
You know, as exciting as the NSL has been, last week between the Panthers and Newport Dragons was a display of just such high quality of squash. Both teams actually did not score as many points as I'd expect, with just long rallies.
Yeah, I only saw, you know, a few parts of that match last week with Newport, and did look at the scores afterwards, and it was surprisingly low scoring for an NSL match. You know, you often see it in the high 20s, early 30s, majority of the periods, and there was, you know, a few periods that were in the teens, which is unusual.
I mean, it was just the ball was flying, and I'm suspecting this court to be, it seems like it's pretty hot as well, as you were mentioning, Joe.
Yeah, it's going to be
here for a low scoring one here today.
It's going to be tough to put that ball away on there. Nice and bouncy. Oh, that's a lovely
beautiful
shot. Just cutting across the face of the ball there, keeping it nice and short. Even the speed of Steinman, not able to go and retrieve that one. See there, cameraman right in the way. Doing a good job at getting some pictures. Oh, through the legs.
Stroke.
It's going to be a stroke.
2-all.
See tactics fairly evident from both teams at the start of the match here. Oh, ledge of centre both goes in from Steinman. That's an old man shot. You'll see that on the courts on a Sunday morning at any club in the world.
3-2.
Ripping that reverse post.
Rumor has it Coach Joe teaches all his players that shot as they step onto the court.
That is my least favourite shot. Actually banned in any sessions that we do. That is banned. Steinman should be doing 10 court sprints for that.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, that's going to be a stroke, I think. Referee being forced into his first real decision of the night, and he's got it right, in my opinion.
Things are looking good for Sam.
He's not going to be fired just yet. He's on the floor. Not quite sure what happened there, Sean.
All I know is these two players are putting Sam to the test here.
Yeah, they're not making it easy for him. I mean, all credit to Tom. He's really going for Steinman here. He's putting a lot of pace on that ball, trying to stick with him in the pace department.
Yeah, a bit surprising. I mean, both these players tactically seem like they're really hitting the ball a lot harder than they usually do.
Yeah, I think I would like to see Tom maybe just slow it down a little bit. You know, I'm not sure there's many players that are going to keep up physically with Steinman. Maybe just taking him out of his rhythm would help a little bit.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's got Tom on a string here.
Stroke, Deacons.
Another stroke goes in. Steinman's not happy. Thinks there may have been a bit of fish in there from the boy from Brighton.
4.
Oh, Sam's really been put to the test in these first few rallies. His mic stopped working now for the crowd. Have to use his big lungs he's got.
This has been a fantastic showing from Tom Walsh so far, Joe. We're 7 minutes in. We're almost halfway through this first period. We haven't had any substitutions, and he's within one here.
Yeah, he's looking in good shape here against, you know, the significantly higher ranked opponent. But doing a really good job of just squeezing him tight and doing another one there into that front right corner. And there we go, right on time, substitution.
A lot's going to be asked of Tom Walsh this evening, in my opinion, for the Lake Erie Beacons. I do think he is the most solid player here today from their roster. And if he continues this up, oh, he's taking full advantage of Greg Marsh being cold.
I mean, Greg has been playing some unbelievable squash the last few months, you know, on the PSA. He said he's gone down to 3 days a week of training, prefers playing his golf. Maybe that more relaxed mindset has helped him get back to the squash we know he can play. Again, another very physical, athletic player. Maybe a little bit more creative than Steinman, which maybe the thinking there from the coach, Luke Butterworth, just catch Tom by surprise a little bit. A few more changes of directions, get him out of his rhythm. Ooh.
Not finding the nick quite there. I think I see a yellow flag coming up from the Beacons as well here.
This is where I think we might see David Belajon come on here. obviously a very, very fast player. Obviously, Tom already played the first.
Some great hands. That.
Clipped off the top of his toes. That was a cricket shot.
Coming in for the Beacons.
That was beautiful.
And it's going to be a power play. The Greenwich Panthers. So for the next 2 minutes.
Oh, the Panthers are
Only Greg Marsh can score points.
putting a power play here where only the Panthers are going to be able to score points. They're keeping up the momentum. It's going to be quite a shock to the system for Ben Smith here. Let's see how he can defend it.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice from Luke there. Obviously, Ben, a very big frame, and just coming on cold. He might struggle with the pace, but that's two that they've not taken advantage of. Hold and flick. Ben was stuck in the mud there. Nowhere to go. See, for me, Sean, this is where I'd like to see Marsh just let loose a little bit and go for a few more early on. He seems to be playing, a lot up and down the wall for a power play.
Joe, you're absolutely right, and I think that was one of the biggest problems with the Panthers team against the Newport match. They weren't taking full advantage of the power plays. It's been good showing from Greg Marsh, but keep in mind, he's only scored 2 points, and we're down to almost 30 seconds of this power play.
I just think I would like to see him let the arm go a bit, and if he hits the tin, he's got nothing to lose. It doesn't really matter. Ben doing a good job at sticking that ball in the air, and giving himself as much time as he can. And I must admit, I'm surprised they've not used the world number 1 on the power play.
This has been a bit confusing tactics for the Panthers.
The last rally. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last rally of the power play.
I suspect the Beacons will answer back right away with their own power play here, which Ben Smith might be using.
Yeah,
power play's over.
And now Ben straight back.
That's all happening here, Joe.
Yeah, and I do think out of the 3 players that they've got available to them, Ben is the most attacking and most creative out of the 3, so I do think this is a good choice. Although Greg's going to get a lot back, it's probably their best chance.
Oh, Ben is going for it here.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what I asked of Marsh. And you see he picks the ball up there, very clever. Get the rally moving again.
That's down, that's 1 for Ben.
And he's done it again, cross-court nick on the backhand side. And in this period of play, he's defended and he's now attacking a power play. And he's giving it everything he's got.
This is the urgency we'll want to see.
Oh, he's got it again. How many is that? 3? That's 3
3
backhand nicks he's got.
It's almost found it again there. It's got 45 seconds still. He's in good standing.
Crowd really getting behind Marsh. Got a chance here. Not quite found the nick, but he's open the space. It's another one.
It's all tied up now.
Oh, he went for the big one.
Oh, that's clever from Greg. Got to kill more time on the clock there.
Gonna be the last rally, I'm guessing.
4, 3, 2, 1. It's the last rally of the power play.
So no rush now for Ben. He can just play the rally.
I mean, if I was him, I'd be going for that backhand cross-court nick again, Sean. Mostafa Asal, world number
Joe,
one.
all tied up.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shift there from Ben, defending against Marsh and then straight back with a sucker punch on the power play. Ties him up at 9.
Ben Smith was not able to play any regular squash during his shift there. He went in to defend a power play immediately. Went for his own power play there. But it's all chaos here for these two players. Will look to wrap up this first period. 9-all.
David has now got the biggest task of them all against the world number one.
That's severe.
Yeah, this is clever from the Panthers getting a Asal on last, even though they were locked in at 9-all. You would think with his firepower that he would be able to see this out fairly comfortably now in this last 6 minutes.
It's a great hold. I mean, he's just so mobile, isn't he, Asal? With his frame.
Yeah, someone who's what, 6'3". He's incredibly explosive, very powerful, very fast. And you know, this is not really the player you want to be facing for 6 minutes when you've not hit a ball. That's a great shot
from David.
Last 5 minutes in the first period.
You know what? Only 3 points in it. It's not all but done yet. David's going to have to play near perfect squash to get any joy out of Mostafa here, but he is capable.
Oh, the crowd are going nuts here.
The crowd are loving seeing the world number one on court.
It's good pressure from David there.
That's a lovely
Oh,
shot.
that's fantastic.
A couple
good
of
to see
kills
David
on that
back on
backhand
tour.
side. Yeah, he's been out a while, hasn't he, with a couple of injuries. And if you were in that Lake Erie Beacon corner now, Sean, what would you be hoping that David's going to be doing here?
I mean, if he could just keep up here, which is the biggest question of the evening for the Beacons team as a whole. But if he just keeps steady, keep the scoreboard within 2, I'm going to hope the Panthers and the Asal gets a little edgy here. What do we think, Joe? Do you think David should just go for it?
Yeah, I honestly, maybe, you know, in the next minute or so, if the scores are, you know, within 3 or 4, I would maybe be wanting him to just go for a few things.
Take the
and
risk.
see if he can get any joy, yeah. Because unfortunately, other than maybe Diego Elias at the minute, there's not really anybody that can keep with Asal.
A large part of Newport's success last week was they found the matchup between Yaya to actually hold off of Asal from scoring points as much, lengthening out the rallies. Oh, great attack.
Those kills, both forehand and backhand, seem to be working for David. Fire a few more of those in, you never know.
Still within 3.
There's our best friend, the cameraman again.
He's listening to you, Joe. He went for it right off the serve.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I think this is the time to do it. You're 4 points behind with just under 2 minutes to go. Don't hold back.
Oh, nearly found it there.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh, little half windmill there. Oh.
Asal's letting it roll.
I mean, David's played 3 or 4 winning shots there, and Asal's got them back with interest. And, you know, I can't help but feel a bit sorry for him. It just must make you feel so helpless when you play someone like that. There's not really much more David can do.
You know, Joe, I don't think David's playing badly at all. He's actually playing.
Yeah, I mean, he's played actually really well. He's not really made any errors. But, you know, Asal is getting everything back. He's doing the full-length splits. He's playing cross-court nicks from absolutely nowhere. There's not really much more you can ask of him to do. And that is a low-scoring period for the NSL. And it's going to be the Panthers who are going to take
too
it.
clinical.
3, 2, 1. Last rally in the first period.
There's no need for David to really tire himself out now, as it's only delaying the inevitable here.
There we go. First period to the Panthers in this all-important match.
Our prediction stands for now, Joe. 1-0 to the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a pretty good showing. Honestly, from both teams, I didn't think Lake Erie did actually too much wrong there. Ben, Tom and David all putting really good shifts in, playing top-level squash against top-level players and sticking in there pretty well until the Raging Bull made his way onto court and closed it out in the end. But if they can get a few more things right in this second period, there's no reason why they can't get a point on the board.
That's what scares me, Joe. I think everything went right for the Lake Erie Beacons there, and they still came out with a 7-point deficit. But they might have to switch up the matchups here. I just don't think David has what it takes to keep up with the world number one. Not that many do have what it takes, but they might want to change around the tactics in terms of matchups as we head into period 2.
Meet Dakota Marketplace, built by fundraisers for fundraisers. It's a complete, accurate, and ever-updated database. Stay current on job and role changes to be notified when your prospect or client leaves a firm. Stay up to date on fundraising news. Access our metro areas feature, which allows you to quickly identify a city that you are traveling to, and all of the qualified prospects within that city broken out by channel. All of this updated in real time. Request a demo and see how we make fundraising easier.
Squash is heading to the Olympics at last. But inclusion isn't the end of our journey. This is how we turn pride into progress. Players, clubs, fans, federations. One movement. This is Rally 28. Support squash, build a legacy.
And we're back to period 2 here, and it's going to look like the same matchup that ended period 1. Joe, I'm going to put it to you. What needs to change for the Beacons if they're going to stand a chance here against the Panthers?
I actually think that this favours the Beacons with Asal going on first. It just sort of takes away that firepower towards the end of the period, especially with no power plays being left either way in that first period. And we were just talking there, you know, in between the periods, that the only thing that Lake Erie, I think, needs to change is potentially play a power play against Asal, just to stop him scoring those points. And keep them at bay for as long as they can. And I'm guessing that Asal's probably going to do quite a long shift here. So it might be difficult, but David's got off to a pretty decent start.
I mean, 2-0 start. I would have never called that.
Yeah, I think as long as, you know, Tom and Ben play as well as they did in the first period, we could maybe see a slight upset. It just depends kind of now what mood Asal's in.
If anything, he just needs to kill the clock now. I mean, I'm asking a lot for David this evening.
Yeah, we're definitely asking a lot of anyone, really, because he absolutely rips one in the nick. And this is where the danger is. Asal on a power play could be dangerous.
David's confused here. It's a power play. He needs to play defense.
Asal's put 2 in the tin. Oh, there's 3.
This is looking good here. I mean, the rallies have been very short, so still plenty of time on this power play to rack up points.
It's gone for the El Shabaghi through the leg drop there from the back. And I would say, out of all the 3 on Lake Erie, David is probably the fastest and maybe the best at just purely getting balls back. So this may suit them at the start of this second period.
Oh, this is good. David's killing time here. It's not the right move from Asal.
They're doing Bosun drive here, Sean. 4 boats in a row there from Asal.
Not sure about this. They're going to be down a power play. 30 seconds left now. I'd say this might be favorable for the Beacons for the rest of the period here, unless Asal really turns it up here.
Oh,
this is fantastic from David. Wow.
Has Asal scored a point here?
I think he may have just gotten 1 here. There's 2. He's playing with urgency.
3, 2, 1. This is the last round of your power play.
Oh, he finds the nick there. That's 3 points. Joe, I mean, that is
Done pretty well there, David.
Better than anyone I could think of on a power play against Asal.
Yeah, I do think it was the right move for Asal to be on the power play. Obviously, you weren't expecting him to put that many in the tin, but that really does favour the Beacons now for the last 16 minutes.
Question is now, can David hang on in this juncture of the period where Saul's no longer on the power play? It's interesting to see which type of player's profile thrive under the power play. And someone like Asal, I've seen in the Newport match as well. I feel like he plays better without the power play on. It kind of changes his game too much, forces him to force these attacks.
And we saw in that first period, Asal's arm was loose. Oh,
great get from David here. Cannot sing his praises enough here.
oh, that's a great shot.
I could sense a bit of frustration from Asal.
And here comes Ben. I think I would have kept David on there a little bit longer. I don't know whether he was feeling it a bit, understandably so if he was, but he was doing a pretty good job at just containing Asal there. And Ben coming on cold might struggle a little bit. I mean, is this the tallest squash court we've ever seen? It's got to be close.
Smallest the court's ever looked here.
Yeah, I mean, Ben stands at about 6'6". Asal 6'3", 6'4". There's going to be limbs flying around everywhere here.
Miscute that one.
He's got that one from me. Straight in the floor. This is where I would maybe now try and stem the tide a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a good decision with a power play.
Yeah, it's locking us all for two more minutes here. He's definitely had a huge shift. And that's out. Ben Smith taking the Beacon's second power play. Seems like the player that the coach has put on all power plays.
Oh, that is ridiculous. 2 feet off the floor. Rolled it into that front left. See the replay here. That is outrageous.
He cleared that in.
Well,
absolutely mind-blown by that shot.
And then there's the contrast straight in the floor. Oh,
this is
what a beauty.
There's a reason why he's on the power play for the Beacons.
Yeah, like I said, Ben out of the three is definitely the one for me I would be putting on the power plays, but also just to stop Asal scoring points and curb his momentum a little bit. I'm guessing he's probably going to be close to coming off.
Yeah, keep in mind that third period is 30 minutes, so they do need to think about managing these players.
Again, Ben doing a really good job of really just going for it. Throwing caution to the wind.
He's understood the assignment here to play with absolute urgency.
Oh, that's a ridiculous movement from Asal. Gone for it again. In all fairness to him, he's got Asal everywhere here.
Oh, he's moving him. Absolutely.
Back to normal squash now. Last rally of the power play, and he got it.
Joe, would you look at that? Scoreboard's within one now.
Yeah, now Asal goes off. The so-called danger man is off for this second period, and Ben is on absolute fire at the minute.
Oh, that was a huge shift from Asal here. He nearly played half of that period. Some well-deserved break. And we get a cold Dimitri Steinman here. Now all tied at 9-all.
I mean, is the message for Ben here just to play every rally like it's a power play? Because he seems to find the nick like a magnet.
Oh,
guess
you read
right.
that.
Almost halfway through this second period. Beacons leading 10-9.
She's really good squash
Needs to
here.
hang. Yeah, needs to hang strong though.
I mean, Ben at a ranking of 105 at the minute, Steinman 17 in the world, and you wouldn't know the difference.
It shows
Lake
the depth
Erie
of the
mixing
tour
it
here.
with the best.
Oh, that's a great length.
And these decisions are only going to help Lake Erie, just killing the clock. Every second counts, especially with such a close lead.
Jump.
Look at the big frame.
Mesmerized by the quality of squash here between these two right now.
Yeah, there's some good rallies going on here. Ben's time is up. Again, another brilliant shift. And to finish off, 10 minutes almost for Tom is a long time. And he's still got Steinman and Marsh to face. It's a tough ask now for Tom.
Oh, he did a fantastic job in that first period. Let's see if he can continue his works here in this second to give Beacons a chance. Oh, that's good.
Tom seemingly not happy there, maybe with a little bit of movement from Steinman, but didn't see anything in it for me. So again, I think I would have maybe kept Ben on a little bit longer. Nice and warm, playing really well. And although Tom fit as a fiddle, it's going to be a tough ask for him to play for 10 minutes at this intensity with this scoreline.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive shift for Tom, and keep in mind there's going to be no power plays for either team. Oh, great attack. Held it for ages there. Oh, Simon's finding. He's got luck on his side tonight.
We've seen a few of those out of that back right corner. It must be like the Grand Canyon down there. They're all rolling out of the nick.
It's within one still.
I mean, at the minute, this is like a PSA match. 12-11.
Oh, that's a great
Beautiful
finish.
shot on that backhand side. That's been a real strength area for Tom in this match. We've seen a few nice finishes, nice attacks into that front left corner. If he can keep creating those opportunities, certainly favours him. Definitely his strongest side, his backhand.
Hey, the Panthers have got to feel the pressure here, right? Having that shocking loss to the Newport.
Yeah, and this is
everyone expecting them to win
stuff
today.
here. This defines their season. Even if they lose this period, no playoffs for the Panthers once again.
Oh, it's a couple errors now for Steinman. It's looking shaky now with 7 minutes left.
I think we might see a Marsh substitution for the Panthers in a couple of minutes, just to fire a few attacks in, especially if the scoreline stays like this. feel like Steinman should be trying to expose the movement of Tom a little bit more. Oh, that's unlucky. It was the right shot on that backhand side again. Just clipping the top of the tin there, but it was the right shot to play. Oh, again.
It's back and forth with errors now for both teams.
Scores tied 14-all.
When you're playing somebody, you know, with Steinman's athleticism and his speed, your margins naturally are going to get lower. Trying to force that winner.
Joe, this is the best chance the Beacons are going to have.
That was an absolute ripper.
That was outrageous. I mean, what an exit that was.
I mean, he's played the shot of his life and then gets taken off immediately.
A little over 5 minutes left.
You see on the replay here,
Neither team has any substitutions left and no power play
absolutely
left in the
fired
second
it into
period.
the front left corner, and the fist pump goes up and then puts his head down because he's coming off. Doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, what a get.
bit
Didn't
of
quite
traffic
get
there.
full advantage of that.
Again, Tom having to deal with another incredibly fast and athletic player in Greg Marsh, and with, you know, slightly more flair, more ability to go in short. Tom's really going to have to dig deep here for these last 4.5 minutes. There's that backhand drop again.
Oh, this is chaos.
Bit of controversy there. Marsh saying the ball was down on the top of the tin. I thought it was good. Referee saying it was good. Tom 100% saying it was good.
Home court advantage is not a thing here in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Not when you've got Sam Lovejoy in the referee seat. Anything could happen.
We're locked in at 15-all here, Joe, in the second period. Who would have thought, with Asal starting the period out, that Beacons would be in this position?
I mean, all credit to the Beacons. Have done an excellent job just to get to this point. And they're definitely in with a shout here of winning this period. It's just if Tom can hold out for another 3.5 minutes, and there's one more. So, Sean, the Panthers have got 3 minutes to save their season, keep their hopes alive.
Oh, this is just mightily impressive from Tom Walsh here. I mean, he's just hanging on with the world's best.
He's been put through the ringer already, and he's still got just under 3 minutes left to hang on. But doing an excellent job. He's found the perfect balance of playing, you know, excellent steady squash and then putting attacks in like that to give him a 2-point cushion with just over 2.5 minutes to play.
Team, Greenwich Panthers, give us some love. Big applause, guys. Big round of applause.
See the crowd getting behind the Panthers. They know
Oh, wow.
this is a big moment.
Oh, it's slowly running away for the Panthers here.
Gonna have to see something pretty special now from the acrobat.
It's got to be so tough because Tom Walsh is a very attritional player, so he's going to lengthen out these rallies. So it's going to really, as you said, take something special from Greg Marsh to capitalize on this last minute and 50 seconds here.
That's a good start. Tom's just clawing it back. He's not going to get that one. It's getting tense.
Oh no, it's not what the doctor ordered.
I mean, he's got a minute, Greg Marsh. This is pretty much going to be an unofficial power play, I'm guessing. Tom's going to be throwing that ball up in the air at every chance. Greg going to be going for everything he can. That was 2. 2 points.
50 seconds.
Greg needs a point on the board quick.
Oh, you could tell Tom Walsh just extending.
I thought he might try a little fish there.
Yeah, you know, if I would have fished there, Joe, just to kind of extend the clock.
Last 20 seconds.
Even better here
I mean,
from Tom
Greg-
Walsh, extending this rally.
Greg's got to go for something here. He's got 10 seconds.
Let's get a countdown going. Last 10, 9, 8, 7,
Oh, he played a let.
4, 3,
Gave a let there. Wow.
And they've took it.
Take a bow. Take a bow, Tom Walsh.
Oh, there's some big controversy here at the end of the period. Big conversations between the referee and the
It
players.
was most definitely a let. It was most definitely a let.
Yeah, they're trying to say that it was a no let and that the score is actually 19 all.
Oh, this is unfolding. This is all unfolding, Joe. Should we clear it up for the audience here, Joe? So the Greenwich Panthers are claiming that it should be a tie game with Greg Marsh winning that point because it was they're claiming that decision before was a no let. Now the other game, Sam was saying that it was a let, which is why the Lake Erie Beacons would have won that period. Now CEO Spencer Lovejoy is intervening.
I mean, the referee gave a let. Whether the decision was right or wrong, that's not really the argument here. The referee gave a let. It stayed at 19-17. Greg won a point right towards the end, and then that was the end of it. He won the last point. The time was up. And the score is correct, 19-18, unless there's something we're not seeing or we're not getting on commentary.
I think they're
here.
showing the stream. They're showing the stream, Joe, right now of what had just transpired because I think Spencer's trying to explain to the Greenwich Panthers organization.
I mean, it's great to see that the players care so much.
Oh no, you love to see it. This means, I mean, playoff implications and wow. Joe, I've commentated quite a few of NSL matches, but I've never seen anything like this here.
I mean, you're really throwing me in at the deep end here, first match. And all of this is happening in between periods. Asal is absolutely furious. I mean, if anyone was going to complain to the referee, I love to see it. Clearly invested, which is great. Players and coaches both massively engaged with Spencer about the score. Cameraman getting right up in there as well.
Meet Dakota Marketplace. Built by fundraisers, for fundraisers. It's a complete, accurate, and ever-updated database. Stay current on job and role changes to be notified when your prospect or client leaves a firm. Stay up to date on fundraising news. Access our metro areas feature, which allows you to quickly identify a city that you are traveling to, and all of the qualified prospects within that city broken out by channel. All of this updated in real time. Request a demo and see how we make fundraising easier.
Squash is heading to the Olympics at last. But inclusion isn't the end of our journey. This is how we turn pride into progress. Players, clubs, fans, federations. One movement. This is Rally 28. Support squash, build a legacy.
Drama galore, Joe, as we head into this third period. I'm glad that things have settled down a bit here, or I might have prematurely said that, as the Beacons press on here. Just a quick correction on my end. The Greenwich Panthers are still in it to make the playoffs. Their playoff window has not closed. They just need to make sure they win this matchup, whether they win in a penalty shootout. I mean, now it's not going to even be a penalty shootout. It's going to, the third period is going to be the decider, Joe.
Yeah, and for those of you who maybe weren't here at the start of the stream, this period would be worth 2 points. So whoever wins would take it 3-1.
Yeah, all to play for in this third. Oh, what? Those who are just tuning into the stream, rewind 5 minutes back and you'll see what just transpired. But wow, this has been entertaining. Big shout out to the Beacons for, I mean, they're staying in this year. Wow, I mean, 2 close periods, Joe, with a massively underrated team. I mean, they're the big underdogs of today, but oh, this is.
And that's the beauty of the NSL. On paper, like we said, Greenwich, far stronger of the teams, but the Beacons have played this exceptionally well tactically, using their power plays at the right time, putting the players on at the right time. And obviously, not to take anything away from them, they've played exceptionally well as well. They're playing near perfect squash, all 100% outplaying their rankings. As this third period gets underway with, and this is no bias from me, but man of the match so far, Ben Smith, kicking off things with Greg Marsh.
I mean, we have one very clear data point here, is that Ben Smith on the power play does seem to be working. So we're going to have 2 power plays, 2 2-minute power plays in this third period. And as Joe's just reminded everyone, this third period will be 30 minutes long.
This is
glad to see things have settled down here.
Where that that extra substitution as well is going to be very pivotal. And here we go. He's back on the power play already. See if he can pull another masterclass off again.
There's one. I mean, that long frame is just volleying everything here. Oh, that's costly error.
I mean, he's like an albatross across the middle of the court.
Ladies and gentlemen, the implications if the Panthers lose this tonight. Oh, it's going to take over all of social media here with the team they have. That's great shot from Ben. Straight roller.
I mean, I don't even have any words anymore for what we're seeing here. Ben just throwing the kitchen sink and the whole house at the Panthers here in every power play. Everything there or thereabouts is going in.
Still got 40 seconds left here. Greg Marsh doing everything he can to defend this power play.
I don't know what kind of solo practice Ben's been doing recently, but it seems to be working. Everything's flying into the nick.
Oh, that's incredibly tight.
More.
Can sneak one more here, Joe.
Oh, he's put it straight in the floor.
It's an important juncture here now for both these players. And Greg Marsh, without the use of power play, close the gap. Or can Ben press on here?
Although it was only 5 points, that's could be really, really important towards the mid-stage of this third period. Those 5 points could be the difference as he sends him the wrong way. Little head flick, racket flick, everything. Greg Marsh going front left, Ben sending it straight past him.
Oh, goodness. What is going on, Joe? It's a 7-1 lead.
He just can't miss.
I mean, it's not even his front game here. He's squeezing it tight from his backhand rails as well as just every corner of the court here.
Yeah, there's playing well, and then there's playing this well. I mean, he's absolutely on fire. Been leaving him on for the full 30 minutes. It's a lovely shot.
This is good. It's a good shift. Yeah, this is a good decision from both teams. It's a matchup we haven't seen, Joe. Tom Walsh against Mostafa Asal. Tom Walsh has been the most steady player for the Beacons. We'll see if he can just not let this lead dwindle here.
Yeah, I think that Tom may struggle a little bit here. I think obviously David and Tom have been sort of taking it to Asal a little bit more and going for a few more things in the front. Tom, I'm not sure he's going to be able to hurt him as much in that area, but like we said, very, very steady. Going to keep the rallies as long as he can and just sort of try and keep him at bay here.
Oh, fantastic touch.
Commentators curse there as Tom rolls a perfect backhand drop into the front left. That was top of the tin.
Uncharacteristic error from the world number one.
This is tight work. It's a lovely shot.
Oh, it's just so severe from Mostafa Asal now.
Just that snap of the wrist
And it's going to be a power
up high that was almost Rami-esque there. We've got a power play.
Yeah, you can't stop you got to be ready to serve and take a serve. If you're receiving the power play, you can't have any shenanigans. Oh, wow. Perhaps you're right, Joe. I don't think this might be a good matchup for Tom Walsh.
Yeah, and we're seeing Asal really put pedal to metal here. That first power play he had in the second period didn't quite go to plan. He's trying to make it right here. Still think it's the right decision for him to be on the power plays for the Panthers. Oh. Tom doing a good job of keeping that ball in play.
Rally. Yep. And Asal had enough of that rally.
That's 1 minute left in the power play.
Yeah, Sal doing everything he can to get Tom moving into the front. Tom doing a great job at keeping him behind him, getting that ball up in the air, taking all of Asal's weapons away.
Oh, this is excellent from Tom Walsh here.
Last 30 seconds.
Be a let ball, but it doesn't really matter.
Last 6 seconds.
Yeah, you don't really want to go for left. You're attacking the power play.
2, 1.
Yeah, he hasn't really found the neck here.
It's over. 21
And again,
Pretty good
Asal,
defense there.
another.
third period.
Yeah, but I'm feeling slightly underwhelmed there
Leading by 1 point.
from Asal.
Very well defended.
A couple of times now he's been on the power play and not really taken advantage of it, both against different opponents, but I feel like he could have done a little bit more with that. Still behind by 1.
Still got plenty of time here. Never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Tom's playing really well here, and he's playing these rallies almost like it's a power play anyway, just keeping that ball in play, keeping it up in the air, not going for anything too crazy in the front, just keeping Asal at bay, taking all of those weapons away that we know he's got, which is a hard task. Another tin. That's 3 in a row.
Deacons pulling away 11-8.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Good recovery from Tom there. As you said, Joe, he's really just lifting the ball up in play, killing the clock. This isn't Tom's first NSL match. Oh, that's just too good.
And it's a timeout now for the Beacons.
Oh, we've got a timeout here.
First one of today.
Yeah.
Quick 2-minute timeout now for the Beacons.
So for those of you who aren't aware, this season the NSL have brought in some timeouts into the periods where teams can call whenever they like and take a little bit of a break to discuss tactics, when they're going to make the substitutions, when they're going to make the power plays, and to sort of regroup and reset. And in times like this, in the third period, at such a juncture with just 2 points separating them, this is a good time, for both teams to be taking a little bit of a break. Who do you think?
This is a great usage of the timeout. I think it's a good tactical timeout. The pressure is always going to be on the Beacons. They are the underdogs today, but that's going to give a breather room for Tom Walsh, who's really taken the bulk of the work here. It's been interesting to see, Joe. I feel like everyone has their role very specifically laid out for today, for the Beacons especially, with how they're executing Ben to be the guy on attack and having Tom Walsh and David be the steady ones to keep the scoreboard close.
Yeah, it's very clever. Tom, like you said, is doing a lot of the heavy lifting sort of minute-wise. And they're just sort of using Ben in flurries of attacks and power plays, and then David to fill in the gaps in between both of those is a very, very clever way of going about things. The Panthers seem to be a little bit more random in the way that they select their substitutions, and all credit to the Beacons head coach. He's played this incredibly well.
It's tight. Oh, this is just, Tom is just staying ahead. Can't get him off the tee right now, the rule number one. He's got to be feeling the pressure now with their playoffs. Hopes lies on the result of this match here.
Yeah, Tom is playing pretty immaculate squash here. Everything that's going in the air is getting past that volley. Everything that's going down the line is glued to the sidewall. Asal not really being able to use those weapons, but that was a nice hold in the front left. Maybe Beacon substitution may be upon us in the next minute or so. Tom done a lot of work here. I think David might be coming onto the scene in a minute.
Absolutely a substitution should be coming, but also so tough if Tom's playing this well. Wow. Yeah. And a huge fist pump from Tom.
Going toe-to-toe with the best in the world right now, and he's not looking phased whatsoever, doing his job to perfection.
Almost halfway through this final third period. My God, the stakes can't be any higher right now for the Greenwich Panthers, the home team.
Our predictions are now way off, aren't they? We were expecting a bit of a whitewash, and it's been anything other than that. Each period been incredibly close, and this third one following suit.
Yeah, the Beacons really making us look like fools tonight.
Yeah. Maybe that's, part of their motivation, that they knew they were underdogs, they've got nothing to lose, and they want to prove the world wrong. That even without some of their best players, they can still do the business, and that is what a team is all about.
That's absolutely right, Joe. They were a finalist in last year's. Oh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they were a finalist in last year's playoffs, just losing out to the Lightning. And this is not, none of these players were featured in that playoff run. Just shows the depth of this team here. It's another wrong footing shot.
And he's getting
Who would have
taken
thought
off
the Panthers are now subbing out Asal? They've seen enough of that.
Yeah, in all fairness to him, he hasn't actually done that much. He had the power play, and that got him up to 8, and they're still now only at 11.
Would love to see the stats on Asal today, if he's at plus or minus in total.
Yeah, be interesting to see at the end of the match. And there we go.
That's clever. Oh, I think Tom's asking for a substitution right now.
Yeah, he just had a little signal out to the bench there that maybe he's feeling it a little bit against a fresh Steinman, that I think we might now be seeing the substitution pretty soon. But every time we say that, he plays another 25 minutes, so I'm not sure.
I mean, his hustle is unmatched.
Oh, what a shot, Steinman. Copying Ben Smith, 2 feet off the ground, slamming it into that front left corner.
And this is substitution now for the Lake Erie Beacons. They have our
Slow-mo there. Beautiful.
Oh, that's just gorgeous.
leading by 3 points in this third period.
Keep in mind,
There it
both
is.
these teams have another power play.
It's going to be interesting to see when they're going to get used. It's a great shot again from Steinman. He's come out with fire in his belly in this third period. David been thrown on now to try and do what Tom was doing. Keep the Panthers at bay, and he's fired one in of his own.
It's a matchup we haven't seen this evening. So it should make it very entertaining in this third period. I mean, that's one of the beauties of the NSL is you see so many different types of matchups amongst these 3 players on each team.
Yeah, and all 3 of these players on each team most likely won't be playing each other on the PSA tour, or if they do, it won't be very often. So it is nice to see, like you say, all the different clashes of styles that we see in this format. Oh, lovely shot. Steinman not happy with the pickup, but Sam Lovejoy saying it all is good.
Steinman going for it there. Not quite finding his mark. Oh, that's a great cut. Oh, and they're extending the lead here, Joe. Who would have thought?
Talk about finding his mark. David there, inch perfect. Oh, and again, goes for the backhand cross-court nick and gets it.
Something
That has
needs to
been a theme
happen
of
now for
tonight's
the
match.
Panthers. They need to change up something now. The momentum is fully on the Beacon side here.
And don't forget, we've most likely got another Ben Smith power play incoming. David's got Steinman all over the place here.
Oh, he's just playing such organized squash here. And now he's benefiting off of it.
Oh, and here we go.
Wow,
He's
we
back.
got a double whammy here. We got Asal back on, and we got a power play now.
All right, third time lucky for Asal on the power play. There we go.
This is the time to get loud and get behind your Greenwich Panthers.
Oh, perfect length there. And he's stepping it up now, Asal. Going to try and get them within, he'll be hoping at least 2.
Oh, I mean, look at the urgency he's playing with now.
Yeah, we've got it
Great
back.
get.
Brutal power on that forehand side.
Not even halfway through this power play here. Oh, this is good. This is exactly what the Panthers were wanting from Asal from the get-go. It's finally coming together now.
Yeah, Sal's taken a bit of time to warm up on these power plays, but he seems to be firing on all cylinders here. And this is the world number one showing we're used to. And he's done what he's set out to do. He's got them within 2 and still with a little bit of time left. He's nearly dislocated his wrist there going for 2 of those.
Last 10 seconds in this power play. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the last rally of this power play. And it's going to be
And that's the power play that we were looking for from Asal, and it's got them within 2 points as David heads out after another great shift from the Canadian.
And we got a timeout, I believe, now, right, from the Panthers? Joe, this is going to be fireworks to end this third period here.
I actually think that timeout's come at a great time for the Beacons just to regroup, reset. Gives Tom and David especially an extra couple of minutes to recover. We never know when they might be needed and called into action. Greenwich were on a bit of momentum there. I think they could have carried that on for another couple of minutes and maybe use this timeout a little bit more effectively, but I'm sure Luke has got something in mind that he's wanting to get across to his players here in the break.
Yeah, you make some good points, Joe. I mean, there's part of me that thinks if you're the Panthers, wouldn't you want to just press on with the fatigued Beacons right now?
Yeah, I think if I was in the corner of the Panthers, I would maybe be looking for a few more rallies, a couple more minutes from Asal there, and just to keep that momentum going and keep the pressure on. But instead, it's just sort of took the sting out of the match a little bit, which really does suit the Beacons in this position.
Joe, we got Ben Smith back on, and we know what that means. It means the Beacons are going to use the power play. It's coming.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it. He's got it down to a T, Ben. They literally bring him on for about 4 minutes in the match, plays a power play, and then goes home. And it's worked perfectly so far.
Perhaps they wait till Asal ties this up. See how much longer Ben Smith can hold on. And then use the power play to lock Asal back in. Would probably be the best strategy here.
Yeah, I think they might also be waiting to see if Asal maybe comes off for Marsh. Obviously, Marsh has got to fulfill his minutes as well, so I'm sure he will be coming on in this last period, and then we'll maybe see the power play in action there. Like you said, Ben will be hoping that he can hold Asal off for as long as he can, but maybe before that happens or before the score gets too far away from them.
I mean, it's the luxury that the Beacons can afford right now, right? With that lead right now. I mean, it's only one, but the fact that they have another power play in the pocket puts them in good advantage because it locks up 2 minutes.
Oh!
Power play or no power play, Ben Smith's rolling it.
I mean, that backhand nick has been a theme of this match, especially with the power plays.
Slightly overcooked that one.
Yeah, and I like it. I mean, he hits the tin, it doesn't really matter because it just gives him, extra time to carry on these attacks. And eventually some are going to go in, whether he's playing Asal or not. Oh, and there's another one. The big arm comes up. The backhand cross-court nick once again from Ben. I don't mind it. 1 minute left.
Oh, that's a stroke.
Got to be ready to play. Oh, there it is again. He's got it. Oh, he's got it again.
This movement's outrageous.
ridiculous.
That just shows us all. That's rule number 1 quality right there.
Yeah, and Ben played 2 outrageous shots there that would win rallies against most people. Oh. Gone for the free waller. And he's got 1 left, I think, maybe 2.
Seems like Asal's finally woken up in this last 15 minutes of the 3rd period, showing his class. Excellent defense here, negating what's been a phenomenal evening for Ben Smith.
And that was, Ben's actually had all of the power plays tonight, and that was his lowest scoring one, but still, 4 points is better than no points, Sean, at this stage.
And the Greenwich Panthers still have 1 to use in this 3rd period. Oh no, sorry, they're done with power play as well.
I don't know what Cam's done there. I think he's forgot his contact lenses.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure what he's seen there. It's a let at the very least.
That was a shocker.
That could be all important in the context of this match. 1 point can swing it.
Joe, it's going to be just squash now in this final 6 minutes.
Yeah, each team have got 1 substitution left. It'll be interesting to see how they use it as Asal slams one cross court to bring them within 2.
It's got to be Tom Walsh.
Yeah, he's done the best job at maintaining Asal so far. Ben's work is done for the night. So is David's, and now it's all down to Tom Walsh of the Beacons here to try and bring it home for them.
We've yet to see Greg Marsh in this period, unless I'm incorrect about that.
No, I think you're right. I'm guessing he's going to have to come on at some point. I think they're just trying to keep the Asal out there for as long. Understandably so, they want Asal out there for as long as possible, but like you say, he's got to fulfill his 15 minutes. And if he doesn't do that, they're going to be in even more trouble for the playoffs. See if Tom can carry on his form against Asal at the start of this period. In these last 5 minutes, just the 1 point separates them. Another no-let from the referee. I understand he turned on the ball, but that's a let ball every day of the week. And that puts us tied.
Oh, and now Asal's finding his range.
I mean, I don't even know what to call
They've taken the lead now.
I mean, that shot was what? Forehand, inside out, volley, drop, nick, roller? I don't know. What do you call that?
It's as accurate as it gets there, Joe.
And Asal, he's
Asal's
absolutely
revving it
going
up.
for it now. He's playing no back wall here, Asal, I think. I mean, this is tense.
Joe, I don't know if we're going to see Greg Marsh here. This needs to be checked here. I'm not quite sure how many minutes he fulfilled.
Yeah, he definitely played a fairly big chunk in that first period, but I'm just not sure it's, combined has got him to those 15 minutes. Unless he's like 1 minute off fulfilling it and they're just going to throw him in for the last part.
My goodness, is this tense?
We'll try and get a stat check.
Just got news that Marsh did, in fact, start this period. That Joe and I made a mistake here, and everyone has fulfilled their time. So all good here for the Panthers. It's just going to be the Asal show.
Sorry about that. We can't keep up with everything that's been going on. The arguments with the referees, the power plays. It's been an intense night of squash, and M&M would be loving it in here. There's going to be some sweaty palms in that building. Oh, it's within
Tom's
one.
doing his best. It's getting tense.
One point in it with 2 minutes left as he finds the top of the tin. And it does look like Asal is going to close this match out for the Panthers for the last 2 minutes. Can Tom find something special to claw these 2 points back? Or do we think Sean Asal's going to close the door? Gone for it.
You have to be taking chances against the world number 1 when he's revving it up like this.
Yeah, and I think we might have to see Tom step outside of his comfort zone a little bit here and start going for a few shots.
You would think Tom Walsh is on a power play with the way he ran over to the service box.
Oh,
It's a little too much.
4 points, 50
I mean,
seconds.
That's the pressure of the time clock, Joe. An element of the NSL that we don't really see in the PSA tour. Oh, that is just
and the
outrageous,
man-
Joe. The way that dips. Oh, the soft hands on that. Check
I mean,
it out
Asal
again.
has turned up. The big man from Egypt has turned up when his team needed him most to close out this match. And he's really revved it up in this last 10 minutes of the third period, which is looking like he's just about going to get his team over the line to give him a sniff of the playoffs.
Oh, my goodness.
Bit of exhibition stuff here to finish off what has been an incredible match.
What an ending that was. The Panthers saving it to the very last to show why they have the world number 1 and the class he possesses. Boy, was that a nerve-wracking one for them.
That was an incredible match to be a part of. It was great to see such fight from the underdogs. Lake Erie Beacons only missing out by 5 points there in the end. They've really put on a show, as have the Panthers there. And that is a great, great end to the match in that third period there.
Wow, I mean, this is just very interesting for the North Division now, with Greenwich now splitting a win and a loss. Beacon starting off with a loss, but showed a lot of grit and fight there. The Newport Dragons with the 1-0 on the record. This is all open, this division. Well, let's hear from Luke.
Such an exciting format, makes everything intense and close, and ultimately the decisions and power plays and substitutions played into our favour at the end. So.
And who do you think was the MVP for the Beacons tonight? Because they put on a terrific showing.
They did an absolute terrific showing. I mean, there was only one MVP for me, and it was the guy from Grimsby, Ben Smith. I don't know how many rollers there were tonight, but there was one absolutely flat one. Fair play to him, unbelievable performance.
And terrific coaching on your part. Obviously, that's why you've won GA 10 national championships in a row. Team squash is your forte. Well done. We're going to get a couple more interviews here. Dimitri, come on over. Well, you've got the sweatshirt on, so obviously you're cooling down now. How do you feel about the NSL performance today from your part?
I mean, it was a very good match. The Lake Erie Beacons put up a very good fight. It was a tough court to play on, and it was very fast and very bouncy, and yeah, it was just a great show, I think, for everyone that came out, and I enjoyed playing.
Perfect. Thank you. As we finish coming down, Greg Marsh, come on over. How do you feel about the performance tonight out there? Do you like this sort of team style format?
Yeah, it's very different, you know. It's tough to make it really well. Yeah, it's just a different game, and it's. I'm not very happy with what I've done, but they've done a great job at the unity cooperation. Justice was pretty good, but that's a win. We just needed to win finally, so I'm just happy for the team and for everyone involved. Because it's a tough pressure, and I think we need to win for that.
Maybe try and get a solid out here. He's probably signing autographs. Come on, Mostafa. Everyone wants to hear from you. Get out over here. Get some autographs as well. You're pretty used to it. Mostafa, you finally, as well, your coach there said you finally turned up at the end. Is that how you felt?
Actually, it's a different thing, you know. Like, I'm happy. It's just the first round for me, actually, like for the team. So I'm really happy with it. You know, we put in the end. Actually, it was a little bit risky, you know, like, and we were losing in the last 10 minutes. But just it's a different format, you know. I'm getting used to it. I just need time, you know. It needs like some practice, and we already practiced too much of what we lost. So yeah, it's something that made it a good match.
How do you feel about the power play? Do you think you did a good job with it tonight?
Some of it, yes, and yeah, it was great. There's just a mix between you know, the exhibition stuff and the serious stuff, but still you need to win, so it's a good thing, you know. And actually, I respect all the players, all the teams, just amazing players, and good quality of scores. And yeah, just really great for me.
And then just last thing, look at the turnout tonight. This is outrageous, right? Everyone is here watching you. What do you have to say about everyone that came and about Squash Bridge?
It's a great thing, you know, and I guess it's good for you, you know, and I'm really happy to be here. And just the kids are amazing, you know, and the facility, so really, just amazing, to be honest, and you know, Spencer and all the guys, and Timmy, they're doing a great job for us, and promoting squashing, so, you know, to another level, so I'm really glad to be here.
So while the kids are lining up here to get autographs, you literally jump up and down. Yeah, thanks. Welcome.
What a match that was. I mean, no one called it, Joe. We both predicted a 4-0 win for the Panthers, but that really went down to the wire in the last 10 minutes there until the Greenwich Panthers, and with Asal leading the charge, really put it together. But boy, was that a nerve-wracking one.
Yeah, that was an incredible match, start to finish. We really saw Lake Erie come out strong and firing. That underdog mentality, never say die attitude really pulled them through. Just couldn't quite get it done in the end. But, you know, it was a great showing from both teams. The Panthers finally getting a win on the board keeps them within touching distance of the playoffs. We see a few highlights here from the match. But it was great to be a part of, and a pleasure and an honour to be in the commentary booth for the NSL.
Oh, that was quite the debut there, Joe. What a match we were treated to. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was me and Joe tonight on the comments booth. The action continues this weekend with the Chicago Grizzlies up against the Louisville Colts tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST. And on Sunday, 1 p.m. EST, it'll be the Lake Erie Beacons against the Seattle Freeze on the women's division. So that should be an exciting weekend of NSL-packed action. And thank you, everyone, for tuning into the stream today.